Hello, everybody. Today we are going to discuss Leon, his kit, his Awakening 4 accessory, and how good he is. Let's start with his most notable skills. One of his most notable skills is Snake Fangs. This is a single target spear attack that deals 230 potency, exploits the staff weakness, and lowers the staff and polearm defense by 10%, which is really good skill. And if you have something called the multi-strike, it will basically act twice, so it technically is a double cast for this skill. How you get multi-strike is with some of his skills, giving him the multi-strike. Ramming Assault, Ramming Truth. Polearm damage to all foes, this is 150 potency. I think this is 260 potency at max boost. Also exploits staff weakness and lowers the physical defense and elemental defense for 2 turns. This is also with multi-strike, you can use it twice. So if you use this skill, this will inflict 4 turns of physical defense and elemental defense by 15% for 4 turns. So this is a really good skill. The same thing applies for the Snake Fangs. The duration basically doubles. Yeah, one of his most notable skills again is Furious Thrust. It deals polearm damage to all foes at a 180 potency. Exploits staff weakness and lowers the elemental attack and elemental defense, elemental attack for all enemies for 2 turns. With multi-strike, this will hit again and again like the other 2 skills. It will basically double the duration of the debuff. Now this is most important skill does he have. This is a Divine 5-fold Thrust. This deals a physical attack, polearm attack, to a single foe 5 times and gain self multi-strike. This is how you use most of his skills with the multi-strike benefit. This becomes 100 potency at max boost, so this is 5 times 100 potency, which is a really good skill if you're not double casting with Snake Fangs. Okay. Also, I forgot to mention, he has something called Mund Eye. This grants itself dead aim. Dead aim is basically guaranteed crit, and what it does is basically 1.25 times multiplier. So it's basically a 25% more damage. So it's just a good skill if you can use it. Now to his passives. Korean Snake. I don't know how to pronounce that. Was multi-strike. If you have the multi-strike from Divine 5-fold Thrust or other skills like, let's say, the Wild Spear, he gains multi-strike, and when he has the multi-strike, he raises his self polearm damage by 20% and lowers the SP consumption by 20%. Now his second passive is, when in the front row, raises the elemental resistance of the entire front row by 20%. I'm gonna be honest with you, this passive is not good. It's just not a great passive overall. Elemental, yes, it can help you, but it's not gonna save you most of the time. His ultimate is really good. It's the Sea Serpent's Spear. Deals polearm damage to a single foe 2 times at the potency of 250 at ultimate level 10. Exploits staff weakness, which is really nice, and raises the PP recovery of the entire front row by 1. This is the part why it's really good. This is the reason why it's really good. It's just the PP recovery amount for the entire front row is really nice. His Awakening 4 accessory is, in my opinion, really good. It's 100 physical attack, which is really high for an accessory, and 400 HP, which is really good considering you do not benefit as much from this accessory. So the HP is really good alongside with the combination of 100 physical attack. Raises the own elemental attack by 10% when a broken enemy is present. Not really great, this part I mean, but it's a nice bonus. But the bottom part is where stuff goes crazy. Grant automatic SP recovery by 50 when a broken enemy is present. So when you break an enemy, you basically regenerate a lot of your SP back. So now you should recover about 100 SP at the minimum when breaking an enemy. So an SP, if you are a whale and you have SP issues, I think this A4 should be good for you. So what if you are a free-to-play player and should you pull for Leon? I'm gonna be honest with you, do not pull for Leon, because the next month is the 1.5 anniversary. I'm probably gonna have much better units that will relevant much longer than Leon. Yes, I'm not kidding. Leon is actually like power crept in the Japanese version, because there's two merchants. Does what he does, but like they just decimate any polearm content. And another thing, like everyone on the Japanese version went crazy on Snake Fangs because it had polearm resistance down. But oh wait, we have someone who literally just caps the polearm resistance down by himself, and that is Roland. Yes, the global version of Roland actually is like nuts. Okay, I will bring up the Roland right here. In the Japanese version, this skill right here, Rush. This does not have the 10% polearm resistance or the physical physical defense down part ever. This is why in the global version, this skill right here, a lot of the Japanese players wish to have this skill right here, the buffed version. So Roland with those two skills can just cap polearm resistance down by himself. And you can bring Flash of Steel or Lance Howl. And if you have Awakening 2, you can just bring all four, and Roland just becomes insanely good. And another thing why Roland the Sora Ball creeps Leon, just because Roland came out, okay? And he was like insanely crazy because of the change skills, and also this, the Master Call Man. This is, it's just basically infinite 15% passive polearm resistance down. For what? No reason. Just slap it on him. And this skill, alongside with the other stuff, does what what Leon does. Yes, Leon does more damage, but in this game, if you are utility unit that can deal solid damage, you're gonna age a lot better than a full DPS unit. And also, his ultimate. This also got buffed for no reason, like everything else. This was 15% on Ultimate 10, but now it's 20% on Ultimate 10. Okay? So Ultimate 9 in the global version actually is a slightly bit stronger than the Ultimate 10 in the Japanese version. So, if you just think Leon is really great, it's because none of us were expecting Roland to be insanely good randomly. And then when Roland got buffed, people are like, I think Leon is not as important anymore. And the reason why Roland ages better than Leon is that when the new merchants come out, I'm gonna mention their names. Spoiler warning, of course. Partitio, yes, Partitio from the Octopath 2 is gonna release somewhere in the future. Not soon, but like a year from now, I believe. And then Mongolia from Bravely Default. Yes, we have more Bravely Default units coming. Those two are insanely good. Mongolia is pure DPS, but she has too much DPS. She just carries. I'm just gonna say that. She has a 7, like, I'm just gonna mention one of her skills. She has a 7 single target spear that has like insanely high potency. It's a 160 potency at max boost. Yes, 7 times 160 potency at max boost. This is just nuts. And Partitio is a utility that can deal DPS. He's the opposite of Roland, I'm not kidding. Roland, yes, he debuffs a lot, and Partitio just buffs and also has an insanely strong nuke. So, when it all adds up, but Leon is just nothing too special. Either way, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed, and please consider subscribing. See ya in the next video.